What's going on, guys? Motor Rider 41 back with another video. It's a beautiful Sunday, June 7th, 2020. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. It was pretty hot here yesterday in New Jersey, and didn't really go for a ride. I was going to do an installation video yesterday, but it's just too damn hot. And I tried doing an install video earlier for the center stand for the Goldwing, but I really need another person. And fortunately, my friend who also purchased a center stand, we're going to try and do that together this week and see how that goes. But I really just wanted to take a moment and thank everybody for the subs. Finally reached 100. It took a year, but I got there, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. A lot of them seem to have come in the last couple of months since I got the Goldwing, and I did some videos and riding and stuff like that. Ooh, got almost shot right out in the middle of the street. But yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for that. It's been an interesting journey so far, trying to get 100 and, you know, trying to figure out how I want the channel to go and what kind of videos I want to do. You know, it's I'm not one that's like an outlandish personality. I'm not like a super happy-go-lucky kind of person. I'm pretty laid back, so, you know, my videos are not for everybody, and that's fine. I totally get that, you know. And you know, if you don't like it, that's okay. I'm not offended by it. You know, I try and do a mix of videos, you know, riding installs, reviews, that kind of stuff. Typical stuff, I guess, for a YouTube channel. But just wanted to give a shout out to all the people that watched the channel and subbed and commented. I really appreciate that. And I also wanted to just do a quick like top 5 of my favorite things I love about the Goldwing so far. I've had it since, let's see, the end of February, beginning of March. So what's that, like 3 months, 4 months almost? And I've got about I got just over 2,500 miles, 2,583. So not too many miles, really. Did the oil change at 1,000. That went smoothly. But yeah, let's get into the top 5. So the first thing I love about this bike is the dash. I love how you could do everything through the dash, and you can, you know, see navigation. It's very well laid out, easy to read. It's got a huge gear indicator, which is pretty interesting because I've never had that before on a bike. I've always had to just go by either the feel or, you know, the engine performance. But it's kind of nice having that little indicator. Actually, it's not so little, it's pretty huge, as you guys can see probably. But yeah, it's a very well laid out dash. I love it. Love it. And I love all the technology that goes into it. You know, Apple CarPlay, navigation, Sirius XM, I mean, it's got everything. What more could you want? So I guess the second thing that I really like about it, really love about it, I should say, is the windscreen. Having an electric windscreen like this is just like super cool. I love the fact that you could just put it wherever you need. You know, if it's raining out, just put it up, or if you just want more wind protection in general, you can just raise it. You don't have to get off your bike and adjust anything. It's right at your fingertips, literally. So, I mean, that's such a cool thing. It's about time Honda did something like that, because I think a lot of people were clamoring for that, and I'm glad that they integrated it finally into the new model. I just think it's one of those things that, you know, it just makes, it's a nice convenience factor is what I really like about it. Now this isn't the stock screen for this particular model. This is the tall windscreen that I bought for 50 bucks. If you guys saw the install video on that, I'll put a link to it up above so you can see. The stock screen is a lot shorter than this because it's the non-tour model. It comes with a shorter screen from the factory. I guess the third thing that I really love about this bike, excuse me, is that this thing has cruise control. I mean, that is just, and it's true cruise control. It's not one of those aftermarket things. It's right there. You can see I've got that. That little thing means this cruise control is active, or not active. It's on. But to actually activate it on the right hand throttle hand, basically, is where the set and resume and accelerate and decelerate button is. Oh man, why is this guy in front of me? God dang it. There goes a Goldwing. So, I mean, it's like super handy on the highway. I love having that. It certainly gives your right hand a break from holding the throttle down the whole time, especially if you're on a long trip. What was that, number 3? I think that was number 3. The cruise control is number 3. Yep. I guess number 4 would have to be the suspension on this bike. The suspension on this bike is just super fantastic. It's so smooth and it soaks up the bumps so nicely. I know a lot of people have not really complained, but they've changed the front suspension to the traction dynamic suspension because it's more, I think it's more durable and it's even smoother than the stock suspension, which, you know, that's fine, but personally for me, I haven't found a need to change that. Plus it's super expensive to change, and I have not found any issues. Granted, I only have 2,500 miles on this bike, so, you know, we'll have to see after a while at 10,000 miles. You know, maybe I might change my mind. You never know. But I mean, it soaks up the bumps very nicely. It's very smooth. It's a lot smoother than the V-Star, that's for sure. And I guess the last thing is having the different modes on the bike. I think is fantastic as well. Currently in the tour mode, which is very smooth, you know, it's not jerky at all. It definitely tones down the throttle response a little bit, but it doesn't take away from the power. The power is the same, it's just the power delivery is a little different. And the sport mode is a whole different beast. It definitely, absolutely makes this bike come alive, and I'll have to show you that in a minute when I get to a point where I can do that, so I could show you guys, because the first time I tried sport mode, it was like I was not prepared for the response, the engine response, and literally got thrown back in my seat. So I wasn't ready for that. But there's a little bit of road up ahead. I wanted to try it, show you guys if I could demonstrate it a little bit, the response of the tour versus sport mode. By the way, I am recording in a different helmet currently. I'm recording in an RF 1200 Shoei, and I bought it because the HJC was giving me a lot of hot spots and it was very uncomfortable after a full day of riding, so I thought it was time to get something a lot more comfortable, and it definitely is that. So far I cannot complain. I'm just breaking it in. They say it takes about 20 hours to break in a new helmet, so we shall see. Alright, we'll get to the top of this hill and we'll do sport mode from a standstill. This road's usually pretty quiet. Alright, stop right here. Alright, switching to sport mode. Wow, I mean that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, that is just absolutely insane the way this thing responds. And that wasn't even going full throttle on it. That was like maybe a quarter throttle on each gear. And you're doing 70 in a matter of seconds. It's insane. So let's see what we could do in tour mode. You'll see the difference in the engine sound as well. Switch it back to tour mode. Alright. I mean, you could tell the difference because it's not taken off the same, and you can go a lot harder on the throttle before you even need to shift. But anyway, yeah. That's pretty crazy. Hey, check that out. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's my top 5. I hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate you guys subbing and watching and commenting. If there's something that you guys want me to get into more specifically in terms of, you know, quick features of this bike or what have you, just let me know. Be happy to do it. And I hope everyone is safe and healthy, and I will check you guys on the next video. So thanks for watching, everybody.